Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Stitches. In today's video, we are going to learn how to color BUBU gown with this. I'm going to mix it together with this ashoke. If you are interested in this tutorial, let's start. Thank you. So this is the 5 years of Kampala fabric I want to work with. So the first time, I'm going to open everything like this. Then I will measure the length of the gown. The length is going to be 16. Then I will add 2 inches to it. So I'm going to measure 62 inches in 2 places now. After opening it up like this, so what I'm going to do, I will just measure the 42. I measure the 62 length in 2 places. Then I will cut it out. So this is 162 here. So this is 162. So my tape measurement is 60. Then I will add 2 inches to it. So it's going to give me 62. Then I will do the same thing again. So it's going to be in 2 pieces like that. Then I will cut it out. Just cut it straight like this. I will cut it out. So guys, after cutting it out, so this is the whole length for the front part. So the length is 62, and this for the back is also 62 by length by folding. So look at the folding side facing my side. So this is the opening side now. So the next thing to do, I'll be taking the measurement from the shoulder here. From the upper side here. I will measure from the shoulder to the waistline, which is 17. So I'm going to mark it out from shoulder here to the waistline is 17. And to the hip line is going to be 25. So I'm going to mark out 25 here. Then to the knee length is going to be 40. So this is the 40. So here I'm going to make a straight line here to indicate the knee length. So I'm cutting the both front and back together. So this for the knee length and this for the hip. And this for the waist. Now the next thing to do, I'm going to move on to the upper part. Now I'm going to cut out the neck because the neck is going to be V-neck. The first thing to do, I place my tape to mark out the 3 inches width. So this is the 3 inches width, and the depth I firstly come out like this. It's going to be 8. I make it to be 8. It's going to be V-neck for the both front and back. Now the next thing, from this 3 inches here, I'm going to curve it to form V-neck for the both front and the back. Now the sleeve side, I'll take my tape because I'm going to use the whole length of this sleeve. I'm going to use the whole length, but the first thing to do, I'm going to come down by 1.5 here for the shoulder slope. So I'm going to curve it like this. Now after this, I'll go to this edge here to mark out like 14 inches for the depth. 14 inches here. So that's going to be my sleeve side for this side. Now the next thing, I move back to the waistline here. I will divide the waist measurement by 4. So whatever you have, just mark it. So this is 14 divided by 4. I'm going to have 10 here. So this is the 10. Then I'm going to add like 6 inches allowance to this because it's going to be white. It's a free gown, so I'm going to add 6 to it. Then moving to the hip measurement. The hip measurement is 44 divided by 4. I'm going to have 11 here. When you divide it by 4, you're having 11. Then you had like 6 inches for the allowance also. So this is it. I'm going to connect it like this. Now moving to the knee length. So you divide your knee length by 4. So whatever you have, this is 10. this 10 inches, then I'm going to add like just 3 inches to this for the knee length. So from here I'm going to start covering it like this to the knee length here, like this. So whatever you have from this knee length, this is 13.5, I will just come down directly. This 13.5, I will just mark, I will chalk my 13.5. Then I have like 1.5 allowance to it. Then I will just make a straight line directly like this down side, because I don't want that side to be too tight, or else you can open the slit on the side here. So now moving back to the sleeve now. This is where our sleeve stops, so I'm going to just curve it like this. And just curve it like this. Then you can shape it, let it shape be okay. So I'm going to bend it like that. Now I'm going to curve it, I'm going to cut it out. I start from the neckline here. Then I start from the down side here. I'll be cutting it like this. So guys, that's it. I've cut it out. The next thing I'm going to cut out the facing. I cut out the facing for the neck side. So now to cut out the facing, I'm going to fold this into two. Just cut a piece like this and fold it like this into two like this. I'm going to place this on it directly. Just place it like this. Then I will just trace it out like this. I will cut it. So now, after cutting it out, then you'll be marking like 4 inches in. Just mark 4 inches downward. So we are going to mark like this 13. Then I'm going to cut it like this. So I'm going to cut out 2 pieces like this for the front and the back. Now the right side will face the right side of the facing. I will just place it directly like this. Then I'll pin the middle side here before I will take it to the machine and stitch it. And pin it down. Then just stitch it. Just use half an inch to hold it like this and stitch it. Then do the same thing to the back also. This is the front, you know, it's front and the back. Do the same thing to the back. Now after stitching it, I'm going to notch the whole side. I'll be notching everything. And this side, I notch everything just little. Then I'll do the same thing to the other second one too. I will notch all the neck. Now after fixing the facing, the next thing I'm going to place the right side to the right side, they face each other. Then I'm going to stitch this shoulder here with half an inch. Then I'll do the same thing here. I will just hold it, I will stitch it with half an inch. So now that I've joined the shoulder now the next thing I'm going to use this, my actual okay, but for me this one is too wide. It's like 7 inches wide, so I want it to be like 6 inches. So I'm going to fold it with half inch in like this. So I will take it to the machine, I will stitch half in like this, then I'll fold the other side, so everything will be 6 inches. I think that will be okay for me, so let me do that. Now after folding it, I have 6 inches width now. So the length is 40, I think it's 43. It's 43 or 44. So it's going to be in 2 pieces like this. So this is the 2 now. It's going to be in 2 pieces like this. So the next thing, I'm going to target the underbust from the shoulder here. I will place my tape and target the underbust, which is 15. So I'm going to mark out 15 here. So this is 15 for the underbust. I will mark it. So I will turn it, this is for the front and the back. I'm going to turn it to the back also. So I mark out the underbust, which is 15. So let me just mark it like that. So this is the 15 for the underbust for the back. So back and front is 15 now. Now the next thing, I'm going to place my ashoke here. It's 43 lengths. I will just put it into 2 like this. Here I'm going to use pin. So just target the center here. This center. So you can use chalk to mark this side to know the center. Then I'm going to place it here. I will place it, but before that, let me open it. So now that I've opened it, so let me work on the one side first. So this is the middle side that I mark out here. I will just place it on the shoulder line here. So it's going to line with the shoulder here. Then now I'm going to pin it down. So I will pin it here. So this is the underbust, that is this 15 underbust here. So I'm going to place it. I make sure that after pinning it like this, so in this case, everything is going to stop on the bust here. So this is on the bust here. So I'm going to cut this side now. I will cut this side. See, I just slanted. I slanted everything like this. So I will cut out this side. So now I'm going to fold it in, just a little bit like this. I will fold it in. Then I will pin it. I will pin it again. Now I pin it like this. So the second one also, I'm going to place the second one. I will place it like this. I make sure that this one is centered this side. It's going to enter that side like this. So in this case, you can use pin to pin it also. Just pin it. Let it enter this side. Then you are going to trace it to the neck to form that V like this. So now I'm going to pin it at the shoulder level here. I will pin it. So to make it to be easier, after pinning it like this, so I will take it to the machine now. I will stitch it. I will stitch all the neck, and I will make sure that I stitch this side also. But after stitching it to the shoulder side, so I'm going to open this shoulder a little bit, and also the second shoulder here, so that for this thing to be able to lay very well. So now I'm going to cut out the excess here now. So now after cutting it, I'm going to turn it to the other side. I will turn it to the other side. Then I will place, let me open it so that it will be easy to, the other side I'm going to pin it also from this neck like this. So I will pin it down. So I'm going to stop in the on the bust here also. So this is on the bust. So I'm going to cut out this piece. So now I'm going to fold this in. I'll fold it in like this. Then I'm going to pin it down. So the second one, I will place it again from the shoulder here. I will pin it down. So it's going to enter this side. So you know it's going to be like anti-clockwise. This one will be like this, and this one will be like this from this side. So here, I will cut out the excess. This one is going to enter this side like this. So now I'm going to just pin it. Then I will take it to the machine. I will stitch it separately like this. I will stitch it like this before I now join the shoulder back. So let me quickly do that. Now after placing it, I'm going to cut out all the excess here. So make sure that this one is longer than this while placing it so that it won't be shorter. So I'll just cut out the excess now. So after cutting it, the next thing, then I will now join back I will join the shoulder back now. So I make sure that everything is fine, then I will join it back. I will close the shoulder part. So now that we have placed it, so the next thing, I'm going to turn it to the wrong side. So this is the wrong side. I will look for the center part here. I mean the front part. So I will start from the shoulder here. So this side you can weave this side, the shoulder side here, you can weave it. So the next thing, I'm going to place my tape. I will look for from the shoulder to the half length, which is 17. So I'm going to mark out 17 here now. So this is 17. That's the half length. Now from the center part of the front here, from the center part, I will place my tape. I will mark out 8 inches. Then I will place it again to the center part, mark 8 inches on the other side. So this is it. Now from this side, now I'm going to cut out this piece. It's going to be long like this. So this is the belt. This is 5 inches width. So just make it as long as you like. So I'm going to fold it like this. So I will fold it like this, then I will stitch it. That's the belt for the two sides. So I'm going to place one here, and I will place another one here also for the belt, because it's going to have the inner belt. So let me turn it now. So guys, now that I've placed the belt, the next thing, I'm going to open this sleeve here. This is the sleeve. I will just fold it like half an inch, then I fold it again. So I'm going to stitch it around like this. I'll do the same thing to the other sleeve. So let me stitch it. So guys, the next thing now, I'll be holding the body now. I will stitch it from the sleeve here. So I will stitch it to the downside. So I'll do the same thing to the other side also. So let me do it. So now the next thing, I'm going to fold the downside here. I'll fold the edge with half an inch, and I will stitch it round. So guys, our BUBU is ready. As you can see, it's so lovely. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Till we meet in the next class. Thank you so much. Bye bye.